First annual Donnie Smith Bike and Car Show, day 2. The afternoon winding down. We got the award ceremony at 4 o'clock. If you're in the neighborhood, get over here. Crazy John Markwald. There's only one.
That's it.
Crazy John Markwald.
That's it.
And there's only one 2-twin. I'll tell you, every year, you know the bikes, they're insane out here.
Yeah.
It's got to be one of the most talked about bikes every year. And the most asked question, you ride it?
I ride it every day. It's a great bike. I talked to the guy who promotes the bike show. I said, "Are you sure you want me to bring that double engine back out?" He goes, "Yeah, that one just keeps drawing them. So we'll work it till it's done."
Yeah. You also have it up at your bike show. Tell us about that.
We do a bike show up on Route 65
Yep.
on Highway 65.
Yep.
Right about 35 miles north of town.
Right across from the Bethel movie theater, I
There
think,
you
right?
go, right
That
there.
right?
And a lot of the big bikes here that are the show bikes around the country, there have been a lot of bike shows, a lot of magazines.
Yeah.
They're all here. They all ride in.
Yeah.
And so Kiriakin, they come out with their semi-trailers. We have a lot of vendors there. They stay for 3 days. We have bands. It's a great day. It's a nice day to come out and ride your bike.
Yeah.
3 hours on a Sunday, so you're not there all day long. You can come in, have a couple of cocktails, look at fast motorcycles, and then go for a ride along the river.
I'll see you there. I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, now, which is faster, this bike here or the drag bike down at Sturgis Buffalo Chip?
Oh, there's no comparison.
Yeah?
This bike here has two 80 cubic inch motors.
Yeah.
They're probably 75 horse apiece. You can stick another 100 horse on with the nitrous, so you're at 200, 250. The other bike has 200 horse in the motor. It's a 145. It's got 150 horsepower when you come out of the hole. It's got a switch.
Hey, let's go take a look at it.
You want to go down and look at it?
Let's go down and look at it.
Let's go down and look at that.
Walk down and tell us all about it, man. You got me excited talking about it, man.
Well, I can lie through it with the best of them. Now this bike here, was built to come out and race against us in Sturgis at the Buffalo Chip.
Yeah.
So I'll be seeing him. He has a 124 cubic inch motor in it, 160 horse, and he figures that's not quite enough. So he just ordered that 143 inch motor in it. So he's going to be putting that in it. So
maybe he'll catch Crazy John this year?
We'll see what he's got.
Okay.
We'll see what he's got.
Yeah, we will.
That's Rick Ward.
Oh, Rick Ward. All right.
Yeah.
I suppose, the challenges keep coming, huh?
Well, some of the bikes that we're building now, you'll go in and I'm doing this YouTube deal, and the guys have got bikes in the corner and they're building bikes, and I look in the corner and I go, what's that bike? Well, we're going to come to Buffalo Chip. I'm getting ready. It won't be ready this year, but they're coming looking for me.
You're the big dog on the block, man. Well, speaking of the world famous Sturgis Buffalo Chip, here's where it starts.
Trouble.
There it is. Crazy John. All right, now this is the bike we were just talking about when we were back at the 2-twin. Tell us about this monster here, buddy.
It's got a 145 inch cubic inch motor. We went through it. We designed our own cams for it, 700 on the intake side, 6.25 on the exhaust side on the valves. We had to shorten the guides down so you could get the cam to turn in it. We opened the exhaust sides so when it runs, when you open the throttle, there's a switch here. There's 150 horse on that. The motor makes about 200 horse. You open that up, so you leave the line with about 350 horse. And then once you get her in the direction you want to aim it, there's another button on the other side.
Yeah.
And that has another fuel system on it. That's another 200 shot.
My
So
God.
it's somewhere around 500 horse when it leaves.
That old, what was it, Wile E. Coyote, and he'd sit on that rocket and light it? Kind of the same deal?
Yeah, just stick it right here and light it. let's hit it.
You know what always impresses me about this bike, and I've seen you run it before, is you expect to keep this front end down. You expect a different mod or something on the front end, don't you? But it looks like a bike. If you don't look at it too close, looks like a bike you just ride up and down the street, but it's a rocket.
Yeah, and what I did is when I built the motor, I moved the motor ahead 2 inches to put that weight out.
Put the weight up on the front.
Front end only weighs 11 pounds. That's from John Trutt. That's a special front end on it. And then the back is a car wrinkle wall on it, off a car, so it's got a big wrinkle wall on it. The rear struts are actually the oil coolers for the motor.
Yeah.
They're struts, but I made them look like this because I didn't want a cooler on it. And they work excellent. It's got a nice lightweight battery in it that I had 2 batteries in it, took them out, I took 30 pounds off the bike. That's a 780 cranking amp battery in it that works great. And on this side, we went around and we put 2 coils out of Pro Stock cars.
Yeah.
And so I've got one for each cylinder.
Yeah.
And we have an extra, extra ignition in it for when you start putting that much nitrous in it. You have to make sure you get enough sparks. So we pull the plug down, run a Kohler plug in it, put a big lockup clutch in it.
Is this bike always a work in progress? I mean,
No,
if you got it right where you want it?
I built it in '08. All I do is drive it.
Yeah?
I've never had to pull the motor apart. I've adjusted the push rods in it a couple of times. Other than that, every once in a while it tears the sprockets out of the primary and the clutch. Now I've got them cryogenic instead of heat treated.
Yeah.
Cryogenic like they
No
do
kidding.
for NASCAR.
Right.
And that's been holding up pretty good.
Now you talked about, and here we said at the booth for the world famous Sturgis Buffalo Chip. This bike's going to be out there. What event? What do you got coming up out there?
Well, on Wednesday at 1 o'clock, we have a Street National Invitational bike race there. And we come out, we run the guys. We don't wear no helmets. It's a crazy kind of deal.
School.
Old school. You just look around and look at, hey, what do you got? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's maybe the track isn't quite perfect, but we're all racing at the same track. Bring it out.
I've seen you racing up in Vail just on the county road
Yeah.
things, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's why we call him Crazy John.
I've been in the ditch a couple of times.
I seen you go in
That's
there
all
one
right.
time, and you popped right back out and kicked somebody's
Get her
tail.
up and go. Yeah, that's right.
I think you jumped out of there and kicked Marv's butt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got that on film.
I know. I see that one too, man. Outstanding. Crazy John. Anything else we need to talk about here, buddy?
I don't think so. I think we got it pretty well covered.
Back to the bar.
Back to the bar.
All right. See you up on the stage.
All right.
Thank you.
See you there. Thank you.
Crazy John Markwald. There he is.